Welcome to Community Voice. This is your host, Bill Dotson, and I have again as my co-chair here today, or guest, Mr. Tom Dillard, an esteemed
Talktainment Radio, worldwide sound. Talktainmentradio.com. We give you a reason to come. The world's greatest radio. We give you a reason to stay. Radio, the way it should be heard. You got the power.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Oh my goodness! Hey guys, we're live. I need to jump on here. Come on over, Pam. Yes, thank you. TalkTainmentRadio.com. We go where you go, the world's greatest radio. And you're in touch with Wiggins, World of Wellness. And I'm Stacey Wiggins, and this is radio, the way it should be heard. Today we're going, a fantastic program. Why is it fantastic? Because I have a fantastic guest with me today, Pam GRIER. Pam, you are here to talk about something that both of us are very, very excited about, but at this point in time, I want to lean towards your education of it, your understanding of it, because I have yet to do some certifications. I have yet to take some of the classes that you have, and we're talking about CBD oil. So between the two of us, I think you can keep me reined in as to what is right to say about it, what's appropriate to say about it, but certainly we would like to share our experiences to the listening audience and why we are so excited. So I'm going to start with a little bit of background about the whole CBD experience that I personally had, or am having. I started out using a particular brand that a store, Momentum 98 here in Columbus, Ohio. They were the first ones to have CBD oil, period. And this might have been 4.5, 5 years ago, and I started to use it, and I found there were some great results. And people were relaxing better. People had a little more results that I wasn't used to, and so I'm like, okay, this is impressive. But I also thought, I can get some more out of this, and I stacked it. I added an emu product to it, which is emu oil is from the emu bird, and it's a very, very therapeutic bird oil. So I used the two of those together for about a year or so, which, by the way, is very expensive to use both of those oils at the same time. And then a company came out and combined the two, and that company had a name that actually combined TheraMu. And I found that it was, a superior product, 2, it cost a lot less, and 3, the potency of it went from 100 grams per bottle to 250 grams. So I'm like, woohoo! Super excited about it, using it, getting great results. And I was using this for 4 years and getting great results with people. And now, up comes the product that you introduced to me, and you have, and you'll get your story here, you were ranting and raving about it, and I'm like, all right, well, I got to try this out because, hey, I am always looking for the best product and, the cleanest, the most purest product. And so I started to use the sample you gave me. Okay. And now, granted, I've had 4 years of working with this CBD oil, probably working with it at least 5 days a week, hours at a time, if not all 7 days working with CBD, working on people or working on myself. There wasn't about 10, no more than 12 days going by with me working with this oil that it was so effective, it was so transferring into my system that I had to stop. I'm like, what? I couldn't.
Break, huh?
I had to take a break from it. And I now have an understanding after looking back on this experience and putting some time and some distance between it. And if you are used to hearing my voice a little bit differently, today I'm still draining. Now, I got a whole story to tell you about that, but we'll get grossed out here a second later.
Yeah.
But let's start, Pam, let's start with your story, because your daughter have had some challenges and some healings that you were done an amazing job with. And now you came across this CBD oil, and you started out with your knees hurting. You want to take it from there?
Yeah, sure. Well, I have been into herbs and essential oils for most of my life, and I know that I've found it to be very helpful in healing the body. The body heals itself naturally, but when you give it some real assistance with the natural herbs, and faith and your mind plays a lot of parts of this too. So when you combine all that, you can almost heal completely,
practically
everything.
Yeah.
So I was having some problems with my knees because I exercise 2 or 3 times a week. I did a little too much one day, and I ended up injuring my meniscus.
Meniscus.
In both knees. Excruciating. Went to the MRI, or went to the urban care actually, right here on Grant Street, and had them check it out. They did X-rays and said you need to sit down for about 3 weeks.
Wow.
And just let your knees heal.
Stop messing around like that.
Yeah, the cartilage is thin, and you will probably not feel good for a while.
Good candidate.
Get on your ibuprofen 800 and just call it a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, gosh. So I told my physical trainer the situation, and he said, well, okay, come when you can. And I was so disappointed because I just started this program. I was introduced to Zip Away the next day, which is an organic hemp. And you all know, and there's a lot of confusion about hemp and CBD oils and marijuana and that kind of stuff, but
we're going to clear it up today.
Yeah. And so once I was given this organic hemp to put on my knees, I promise you, and I was trying to find a reason not to believe it myself because it was too soon. 5 minutes later, my knees were operable. I was mobile. I had no pain. I was so surprised.
You're not dragging yourself.
I was not pulling, dragging, hurting, anything. So it was so unbelievable that I walked back into a crowded room, and I sat down for a minute, and then trying to make my knees hurt.
right.
Actually, because that whole brain thing plays a big part in it too, right?
Yep.
I didn't want to hurt anymore, first of all, and then with the assistance of this cream, I completely stopped hurting. So I thought I was the only one, and I didn't want to get up and share this, but when other people who tried the cream at the same time had to come forward, and they had the same experience, I'm like, oh my God, I am sold.
Whoa.
After that, I
So
bought.
it wasn't just in your mind. You saw the
No, it
experience
wasn't in my mind.
repeated.
It was in my physical body. My knees
your
were
experience.
here. It was absolutely tremendous.
Wow.
You go from excruciating pain, hardly able to walk, and put something on your cream, and not that much on your knees on the side and inside, and immediately you start walking again.
Yep.
Jesus was all into place. That's all I
And I want you to say, and not that much, because
And it was not
I
that
was
much.
using the oil
It was not that
too
much.
much.
It was just a little, exactly.
Yes.
That was your situation.
That was my challenge.
You didn't need all of that.
Yep.
You took on too much.
Yep.
But you were ailing other people. You were
I was assisting them.
other people
And
that had ailments, and
Yeah.
you had too much for yourself.
Yes.
So I think that is exactly what happened. However, it just caused me to believe not only in the product itself, but I started doing my research about hemp
Right.
and CBD oils.
Right.
And that's a whole fascinating industry that are about to come, and it is going to be $1 trillion.
blowing
It's
up.
every day.
Because
Every day. It's
CVS
miraculous.
has on the back of their flyer.
Do they?
I get flyers for massage oils.
Wow, yeah.
CBD is in your face every
Every day. And they say in 2023. That's only 3-4 years from now, guys.
Right.
You're talking every household is going to have $700 plus in their medicine cabinet that has the word hemp or CBD oil on it.
Now, how can that work? Would that mean hair products?
Hair products,
Would that
skin
mean
products.
teeth
That
products?
means everything you
Personal
use
care
that's
products.
in your medicine cabinet.
Hemp will be in it.
You can, yes.
Whoa.
And what then will happen is you will no longer have the need for high blood pressure medicine, diabetes medicine,
Whoa.
pain medicine, because the hemp is doing the job. The hemp is doing the job. And it is what
So
I call...
this is going to be an industry disruption for many industries.
You better believe it. Just like Facebook,
Mhm.
Uber, all this new .com, all this
Mhm.
computer, IT stuff that we didn't believe was going to happen.
Right.
You had the 2000
Still resisting.
scare. Okay, so
Yep.
because of it, don't take me long, but because of it, I bought a dispensary,
Mhm.
online dispensary, and it covers a multitude of wonderful essential oils, hemp, CBD, and I have had and have heard some magnificent improvement in people's lifestyles.
Mhm.
And I can give you, I can go
Oh,
on and
yeah.
on and on and give
Personal
you
testament as
examples,
well, yes.
personal examples. I am a two-time cancer survivor. So
Mhm.
this was back in the day when hemp was illegal.
Mhm.
And I was doing some herbal things myself. And because of it, after my surgeries, the cancer cells were no longer in my body.
Right.
So, you can get to a place like that. Now, you may even still have to have the surgery, but once it's done, you don't have to have those cells in your body anymore.
Right.
You know,
Balance
so-
things out.
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah.
of balancing out, because Alpha Biotics, we balance the brain. You went to school and you had an online course in Cleveland State or somewhere,
Cleveland School,
or Cleveland
the
School
Cleveland
of
School of
Cannabis.
Cannabis.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
And then, of course, this online dispensary has a schooling as well.
Yes.
You completed both of those.
Certification, yes.
So what I'm getting to, and I use the word balance, this has the education I so far have seen about how it balances out the systems and the 5 systems. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, and create
If I remember,
homeostasis in the body.
homeostasis in
yes.
all 5 different
And
systems.
called 5 different
Because it's not like a vitamin which is going to help this or that.
right.
We're talking major areas that the body's going to be
Yes.
benefited from.
Exactly, just like and actually, what has been discovered in 1983, which I don't know why it took so long. However,
Mhm.
we scientists and doctors didn't even learn this, but in Russia in '83 there was a discovery that we had another total system, which
Within
is
it.
the endo cannabinoid
Yep.
system. So that endocannabinoid system is a system now, just like your nervous system, your digestive system, your neurological
Neurological,
system.
yeah.
That whole there's a new system now, guys, and that system has we have over I think there's like 13 different receptors in our body, and those receptors are asking
various things.
for
Mhm.
nutrients, and if
Yep.
we don't get those nutrients, that's what breaks our system down. And to build our system back up and get a balance or homeostasis, then we have to have this cannabis,
Mhm.
and the plant, which we're still learning. I'm still learning a lot
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But the plant, as I
Science is
know
still
it,
studying.
we have the female side of the marijuana plant, the male side of the plant, and the stalk, which is all the hemp. So that female side is the one that's unfortunately causing all
Or the
the
psychoactive
psychoactive
side.
side.
Okay.
And that's
THC.
the
Okay.
THC, and then that male
male
side
side.
is all the healing that
Worker.
causes, as usual, it's what you all supposed to be doing.
Yes.
So that male comes
Yes.
in and it heals up everything else and causes homeostasis in our body. So, it's a fascinating situation, and then to also see that it actually, helps. So you have all the THC families. This is a cousin. Hemp is a cousin of CBDS,
Okay.
CBDN. There's several. I think there's probably 20 different
All right.
CB
Cousins within the
cousins
family.
within the family.
Okay.
And bringing all of them together, you create a full spectrum, which a lot of these products have a full spectrum. A
Okay.
little of all of this in there.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
terpenes, terpenes cause a different taste. And,
Yes.
you know, this plant is so beautiful if you saw it.
Mhm.
And you really look at it, it has different colors on it. A
Mhm.
marijuana plant. Who would think?
Yeah.
Folks just picked it and smoked it and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But it had so many uses in it. For you all who do not know, back in the 30s and the 20s, they were using this hemp to do hemp paper, hemp
Yeah.
rope. You had
Hemp
they were doing
clothing.
yeah,
Sales
hempcrete
for the-
today.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
making hemp buildings.
Yes.
For those who can afford it,
Yep.
if you can do a hemp home, then you have hempcrete, which is the concrete,
yeah.
and they're building homes, and they're creating this pure environment
Yeah.
that's
The-
healing you.
The product is
Yeah.
not off-gassing like some glues would or some other things that we build.
Right.
Off-gases in our own home.
And
I want to go back a little bit
Yeah.
because we talked about the endocannabinoid system.
Mhm.
Something that really blew my mind is the endocannabinoid system is the most largest system
Oh
of
my God,
or
yeah.
receptors
Yeah.
throughout our whole body.
Mhm.
And so I'm thinking if it's the largest system and it covers, we said, the
The
neurological,
brain, the skin,
the brain, the skin,
lung,
and
all your vital
all these-
organs,
yeah.
your stomach, your eyes, you
Yep.
know, that's your skin. These little
receptors
Yes, these
are
little
starving
suckers, they are.
for the cannabinoids.
Yes, and all of the cannabinoids happen to be in that plant.
So here's the point I'm trying to make. We are totally okay. You got to have vitamin A for this, vitamin B for this. You got get your vitamin D because you're not getting enough sun. And yet this pales in comparison to what the body is supported by when all these receptors of the endocannabinoid system are fed. It's way more supportive than, not that you don't need vitamins. You need vitamins. You need all this. But once you get your endocannabinoid system online, oh my God.
Yeah, and you create that homeostasis, that whole balance in your system, and you feel, I feel so revived in the mornings,
Mhm.
and then the even with the essential oils. Now
Mhm.
those essential oils that
Oh my, yeah,
essential oils are their substitute for the vitamins. I'm just gonna say that.
Right.
I mean, there's just
Yep.
you can either take your oils. I take black seed oil under my tongue every
Mhm.
morning with the hemp or whatever I'm dealing with. Which really right now I just want to be energetic.
Energetic.
Energized in
Yeah.
the mornings, and I get started and it helps me have a wonderful energetic day.
Oh yeah.
I feel so vibrant.
Yep.
And then this whole product line consists of a multitude of healing properties. And if you're dealing with health, you're dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, your whole chest area,
Mhm.
congestion. It really does. It does the work. Yeah, I've seen it. I've heard it. I've experienced it
Actually,
myself.
yes.
It really does. And like I tell people, it's like, hey, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. You got to try it
Try
for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's another point. Not to poo-poo any other oil companies, but I've tried several of them. The real popular ones, the ones that are hot and trending right now.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, this Zip Away, it has really impressed me so much that I had to back off of it. And believe me, one of my mantras is, how good can I stand it? Okay? How much goodness can I stand before I have to back off? And if I die by that someday, well, I died trying, okay? But anyway, I found out I had to back off of this. And so all these other companies with their oils, my experiences weren't like this. They weren't overwhelming. So I thought, okay, this is like a flagship product. Now, in my past experiences with many companies, they have one flagship product, and then the rest is like, oh, yeah, we have this stuff too.
Yeah.
But it turns out the other oils are just as
Yeah.
potent, just as
They are.
because you read about, black seed oil is supposed to do this and this and this and that and that, and clove oil has these properties, and you take the oil and it's like, I don't know if I'm getting an experience. But these particular oils from this company, I'm like, oh yeah, I see exactly what they mean when clove helps to, sanitize the area, put it on your sheets, and the bugs are like gone out of here. For those, because Ohio has a bug problem, bug problem. Yeah. So all these various oils are doing what they have been known to do,
Or should do.
or should do.
Yeah, because if you have to buy a gallon of black seed oil,
Right.
for $35.
Oh.
You better know there's something wrong with that picture. You know, there's only
There might be a couple drops of black seed
yeah,
oil in
yeah.
there.
In our black seed oil, you need 3 drops.
Uh-huh.
You know, you think 3 or 4 or 5 drops, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
And a small bottle, you know, will last you a month, and you got to buy, you got to drink a whole glass or 2 of a gallon of black seed. There's something wrong with that picture. So you need to really know
Right.
where your oils, you know, are manufactured
Mm-hmm.
and how where they're coming from. Now, our products are coming from a 100-year-old farm in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
Northern Europe. And so the crops that are raised there, you know, they have no pesticide, no herbicide, because those products cannot get into Europe.
Okay.
You know,
That was my first question. I think I went to a meeting. I'm like, wait, stop. I need to know what makes this so different from everything else I've experienced, because I've experienced the great stuff coming out of Colorado. This product came out of California.
yeah.
And so all these companies that are producing CBD oil are like known to be really high respected companies, and yet I'm getting this oil
Yeah.
and I'm seeing such a difference. So I'm asking, and that's the answer. It's coming
Right.
from a farm
Those coming
that's
from the
been
farm
clean for over 100
for
years.
over 100 years.
Okay. They know what they're doing. It ain't Johnny
Yeah.
come lately.
And then there's double lab testing on this to make sure the levels are correct and
Mhm.
are certified.
Independent and certified
Mhm.
internationally.
Certified internationally and locally.
And locally.
You know, so it's, you know, it's all what you get.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard of people, you know, it's
Bed Bath and Beyond selling that.
oh, for
you know,
sure. Because
CBD oil.
here's the thing.
Where's their
You,
coming from?
but wait a minute. No, how about the gas station?
Uh-huh.
CBD oil is going to be offered in the corner stores in a
Uh-huh.
minute. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you're going to be able to pick this up in every corner store, in every grocery store, but you need to look at and know what you're getting.
Yep.
It's just like picking up and knowing where you're getting, you know, anything that you buy.
Anything. Yeah.
If you want it to be effective.
Where is this from?
Yeah, if you,
Yeah.
you know, if you want it to be effective.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of people now are saying, I'm buying this stuff, but it's not working.
Right.
You know, or it's making
it
my
doesn't work
stomach
for
hurt.
me. Yes.
Okay, well, if you get it at a gas station, what do you expect?
Right.
This is like the food
Gas
that you
station
purchase.
quality.
You got food you can buy at the gas station.
Mhm.
How does that make you feel?
Mhm.
You know, yeah, you're hungry and a, you know, crazy appetite, but go and take a sugar test. Go and take your blood
Yeah.
pressure after all that salt and whatever, you know, that comes out of there. You know,
Mhm.
so all the processed things that you do, you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna have to be serious about this. And the older we get, the
Mhm.
more we need to be serious about this.
Absolutely.
I want to live for it. So my mom is 95 years old, and she's
Really?
in good shape.
Wow.
The only thing she takes
Beautiful.
is one blood pressure pill,
Mhm.
and that is because that's all that she's getting. I'm not gonna even mess with that. She's 95. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
But
right.
she's doing well. She's very mobile. Her mind is good. She even has a boyfriend now.
Really.
Okay, in the nursing home. What the-
Rocking it.
Okay, so I figure I'm gonna live another 35, 40
Right.
years. So I want to live as well as she.
Quality.
Yes, it's about the
Yes.
quality of life.
Yes.
Your lifestyle. Can you get around?
Yep.
If you have a big old stomach, you probably have gut leakage.
Oh, no problem
Okay.
about it. You
Yeah,
got severe problems.
Yeah. If you haven't done a cleansing in a while, you
Mhm.
got some serious problems.
Mhm.
If your eyesight is lessening by the
Dimming.
Yeah, by
This
the
and
year,
that.
you
Mhm.
got some problems. So you address them now while you're able to, while you're healthy enough to start doing your research,
Yes.
looking at products, talking to people, going to a nutritionist, going to the Y or fitness, whatever, and staying on top of this.
Okay. Looking for leaders. Looking for people who have
You know, that can show you the way.
gone the way. Yes.
Yeah, show you
Absolutely.
the way, the best way.
Yeah.
And, you know, and everything else will follow. I mean, love will follow, you know, a good place, you know,
Mhm.
good people will be
Mhm.
around you, you know, because if you're happy and healthy,
Oh yeah. You're going to
everything's
radiate
gonna
that.
happy and
Yeah.
healthy. Yeah.
And the unhappy, the
Yes,
unhealthy.
Right.
Bing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So this is what this is all about in the, you know, the company is new. It's,
Mhm.
it's just 2 years old.
Mhm.
So we're really on the ground, you know, breaking with them, and I'm really, you know, excited about that. So they're bouncing things off of us. We're bouncing things off of them. They're bringing on products, you know, like help
I can't wait for the hair
suds.
product.
It's out.
Uh-huh.
Hemp suds,
Uh-huh.
that tingles your scalp. It's a, you can go in and even use this on your locks,
Uh-huh.
on braids, and
Okay.
just feel the difference. There's skin products. Your skin is the largest, organ on your body,
Absolutely.
so you want to make sure that whatever gets in those pores are going to be healthy because it goes right into the bloodstream.
To some people, the skin is considered your third kidney.
Ah,
Because if you're getting in a sauna and you sweat it out, you
yeah.
feel all that water coming
out,
of
you
it.
smell it too.
You smell it. Yep.
So all
Absolutely.
that salt and toxin and all that.
Well, taking a shower with
Yeah.
chlorinated water.
Okay.
Chlorinated shower is like drinking 8 glasses of city water.
Yeah.
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 That's
And
terrible.
then the soap that you put in on your body. So
Well,
we're
speak of,
cleansing.
you listened to a lady that talked about women put on 187 different chemicals,
chemicals.
and
yeah.
men are what, 90?
Yeah.
So in our current lifestyle, the
In our
stuff we're
products.
putting on in
yeah,
the
in our
products,
products.
these
yeah.
chemicals are killing us from the outside.
Yeah, and breast cancer, aluminum,
Yes.
deodorant.
Yep.
If you have any knots under your arms, all that stuff is coming from
Clogging up.
chemicals.
Yep.
But you can get rid of that. You can get rid of that. You can turn. The beauty in this is you can turn all this around.
Absolutely.
While you have an opportunity, just
Yes.
turn it around. Who
Right.
wants to be sick and hurting and holding your arms up like this and walking around with your
Yep.
knees hurting and all this knee replacement, hip
replacement.
replacement, and all that kind of stuff?
It's ridiculous.
Start doing something different because you can, and people
'Cause you
don't think
can.
that they can.
Well, and
I
most
think
of
that's what
we're
it is.
conditioned to react once we have a trauma. Oh dear
Okay.
God, I got a
Yeah.
problem. Now let's do something. No,
Yeah.
you start earlier.
If you have a nervous system problem, your arm, your back, pinched nerve, all that kind of stuff, you can do something about it. I think that a lot of people don't because they don't know
They don't.
what to do.
No.
So you have to do your research. You have to talk to people. You can do more than taking, Lipitor,
With
and
anti-inflammatories
and
and
all
yes,
that stuff.
yes.
Really, there's more out there, folks.
Yes.
I don't care what
Way
your doctor
more.
tell you, but there's more out there. Get a hold to these
Yep.
products, and particularly hemp.
Yes.
But get the right hemp. Talk
Get
to
the good,
the right
clean
person.
stuff.
Good, clean stuff will
Yep.
take you to the next level of your lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely. Levels.
Yeah.
So real quickly, before this half hour stops, we are going to cover, well, don't have to cover it, the side effects, which are numerous from the pharmaceutical industry. It's my hope to get at least 4 or 5 of those commercials, the Oxidus and the
Good-
1, 2,
good
3,
luck, good luck.
Teology. Just put them all together and you just listen to side effect may cause death, bleeding through your this or that, blindness, or just indigestion. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're telling you
They're
the side
telling
effects.
you, and you go and buy them
You're
anyway.
going to do it another way.
Yeah.
So the side effects from CBD, there are what?
Hasn't been proven to have
any.
any side effects. You can't OD off of it.
Nope.
You won't get sick. The only thing that will happen is you may have some diarrhea if you do too much.
Well, let
now,
me tell you,
too much is too
I've
much.
done too much.
Yeah, so
And
you
the
evidently
side
done-
effect is, quote, a unpleasant detoxification.
Okay.
Okay, mine was actually a little more than unpleasant, but I knew what was going on,
Exactly.
and I just had to wade through it.
Right.
It's like somebody stirring up some old crap, some old
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, we all
and
have old
you-
stuff in us.
We all have old stuff in us.
Mhm.
It's like, how many plastic bottles did you ever drink from?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. How many exposures to when you're in the
Chemtrails.
chemtrails?
Chemtrails.
Yeah.
We don't even, a lot of people don't even know
We
about
don't even know
chemtrails.
about it.
You
But
don't even know
let's
about
go
it.
closer to home. You got carpets, you got glues, you got
gosh.
computers, you got all these things that we
Yeah.
are absorbing in and not getting out.
And guess what? And my friend of mine just told me yesterday. She said she has toxins in her body that was discovered by her nutrition and
Mhm.
her internal doctor, and they wanted to know if she just moved into a renovated home.
Yep.
Now that renovated home has all these toxins. Who would know? So they told her to open the windows constantly
Mhm.
and get some really good cleaning, chemical-free cleaning products.
Absolutely.
And
let's,
start
let's,
doing
let's catch that next half hour. We're going to start there here on TalkTainmentRadio.com. We go where you go. Download TalkTainmentRadio.com app to your cell or tablet. Podcasts are available. That's radio, the way it should be heard. Stay right there. More up with Pam Grier and myself about CBD oils here on TalkTainmentRadio.com.